Yeah, so welcome again to our supply chain discussions with me, Kalaluka. I'm very happy to see you. From the last discussion, we talked about the supply chain itself. I think we're talking about the four flows. We talked about the financial flow, the flow of goods, the flow of information, and the flow of commerce in supply chain. And then I remember in the previous discussion, I had promised you that we would start with the end part of the supply chain. Remember, we had discussed the planning, we discussed the source, we discussed the make, and then the distribution at the end. And I promised that we would start with the distribution or the delivery because it creates an interface with the customer. So, as we start discussing the delivery or the distribution, I want you to put in mind also that we talked about the flow of four components, which is the financial flow, the flow of goods, the flow of information, and the flow of commerce. So now, I promised that we would start talking or dealing with the first flow. Which one? Guess. You're right. The flow of goods. Why are we starting with the flow of goods? Because that's the interest of the customer. The customer is interested in his goods to arrive in good order, good number, good time. You see? And the flow of goods also is the one which necessitates the flow of information. It's the one that triggers the flow of cash, the flow of money, the flow of finances. It also now makes the business, the flow of business. So when we talk about the flow of goods, what are we talking about? There are several issues that we need to discuss there. We are going to talk about the modes of transportation that we can use to deliver goods from the supplier to the customer. After we finish talking about the modes of transport, we will talk about the mode of delivery, whether it's an international delivery or it's a local delivery. Then we are going to talk about the terms and conditions of that procurement. Let's start with transportation. Generally, we've got several kinds of transportation by the way. We have by road, by air, by rail, by ship, by pipeline, even by just transactions. You can import data these days and it is not loaded on a vessel. But anyway, that is how you deliver. Several different kinds of models. We are going to discuss each model in detail in the next video. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself.